Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to this gaming style event that to you, MLB The Show 24 with some Blue Jays baseball. I am your host, the one, two Joker. Today's game will be the fourth and final game between the Baltimore Orioles, who has a record of 32-29, will take on the number one team in the AL East, the Toronto Blue Jays, with a 49-13 record. Baltimore will try to at least get a win here in Toronto, and the man they have on the mound to try to help them give them the win will be Corbin Burns. He has a record of 5-2 with an ERA of 3.38. But it's going to be a tough battle for Baltimore, as Baltimore will face on the mound for Toronto Edgar Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 4-0 with an ERA of 1.40. This game, of course, will be at the Rogers Center in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It is clear skies, and today the roof is open. As we look at the lineup here, we'll see if there will be some changes. Guess one change will be done. So there's the Jays lineup. And then of course we look over to the Baltimore lineup. We'll go check the stats of the pitchers. And finally, team rankings overall. In a moment, we'll take you to John and Chris to call the action in Toronto between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Pretty decent win streak on the line in this one, Chris.
This team has been doing all the little things right now. Being able to hit in situations and hit with runners in scoring position. When you look over the course of a long season, if you're going to be successful, it's doing the little things right.
Just about set to go. Starting in this one, Eduardo Rodriguez. And singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
Jordan Westburg at the plate now. That's ball one. That one fouled off. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Jansen collects, fires to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Well,
Austin
Hayes
will hit next.
Now.
3 hits and 12 trips so far in the series. And first offering is fouled off.
He's currently batting at 212 this season.
Line drive, base hit.
Jeremiah will get it in quickly.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
And
Hitting is
Baltimore has
really
that
easy
first
for
base
some
runner.
guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Gunn and Henderson.
Hayes, the base runner at first with one out.
Currently batting 251.
Sharp grounder, that's through
A
for a
hit
base hit.
past the shortstop. But
They get it in
the
quickly.
right fielder
So first
quickly
and
gets it
second,
in.
now one out.
But that puts men on
There's
first
nothing
and
cheap
second
about
now.
the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
That gets past Con for
Anthony
a
Santander at the plate.
correction. That was the second baseman, not the shortstop.
Fought off foul. One out. Runners at first and second.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot.
And Baltimore keeps
And
the
that should be
hitting
extra
going.
bases.
TMI will get
One
it in,
run's
but
in.
one
Coming
run.
home. Across is the runner from first. It's 2-zip.
Well, a
And
huge
now
2
it's a
RBI swing of the bat right
2-run
there.
lead.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Now Castro,
And a foul ball.
who I believe
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the
one of
base runner at
Baltimore's
second has a
top
very
hitters.
good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The punch out there.
they get
2 away.
called out there looking.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
And a pitch. Foul ball.
That will go into the stands. Going Causa. Baltimore first run.
2 runs across in the inning,
Round
and we're
pitch.
just getting started here in the top of the first. Gets a
Foul
piece,
there.
and it stays 0-2.
Keep himself alive at the plate.
The pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And with that,
But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Baltimore has done damage, like John said, 2-0 right now. See what the bottom of the inning goes with the top of the order in George Springer.
Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the mound now, Corbin Burns.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Late swing by George Springer there. He's currently batting at 290.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
Ooh, that was ugly. Springer chases another one outside the zone, but fouls that off. Count remains 0-2 against Springer.
Right-hander kicks, deals. This to
Down
third,
the
and it
line.
finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man
Springer is
aboard.
on base with a single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Man at first, and now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. Foul back our
Vlad.
way, and that's out of play.
Burns, like a lot of guys in the majors, played several sports
Kinda on
growing
a home
up.
run
He was a
streak, at
really
least.
good football player in high school, actually, which makes sense when you look
At
at his
least
bill. But
the last 2
ultimately, he
games
chose to
he's
pursue
hit a
a
home
career in
run.
baseball.
fouls that one
Pretty good
off.
pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Righty to the plate. Got him. And that's the first out.
Caught looking. Suns gets his first strikeout of the game.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s.
Bo Bichette
Puts it away for the out.
does a little lop toss to third, basically, to get out.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Springer on the run. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt, got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
And we're back. Second inning set to go. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. And here it comes. Rodriguez, 31 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. The lefty fires. And a foul ball.
Jackson Holliday facing an 0-2 count. He's currently batting .296.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he
Rodriguez
struck him
strikes him out.
Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here is James McCann, a guy who's turned himself into a good framer. He was originally drafted by the Tigers, second-round pick in 11. One down, base is empty. And McCann fouls it off.
McCann, as you know, is the brother of Brian McCann, the former All-Star from the Braves. He's playing the backup role of catcher today.
The pitch.
By looks of things.
Struck him out looking.
He gets caught
Bill
looking.
just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't
And
think
that's
he was
five
taking it,
strikeouts
thinking it
for
might be a
Rodriguez.
called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Now, Jorge Mateo.
And
High in the air,
Mateo
out to
will
right.
fly out to George
And that
Springer.
is that.
We go to the bottom of the second with Brandon Belt, the home run leader in the American and National League, due up.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Brandon Bell.
Brandon Belt has had 32 home runs this season, batting at .368.
And a pitch. In the air on the infield.
He will
Holliday
fly
settles
that
under
out
this one.
to the third baseman.
Makes the grab, one away.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Justin
Out towards
Turner
right
hits
center
one
field.
deep,
Kowser
but
sizing this one up.
Kowser is
Hauls
right
it
there.
in for the out. And there's two down.
Batting sixth, the left fielder.
Two outs, base is empty. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
Varsho batting at .332. He currently has 21 home runs.
Lifted in the
He
air, right
hits it
field.
deep.
Santander
That is
under
back,
it.
but it's
He makes the grab.
guy
That
short
is the inning.
at the warning track.
So they go quietly there. We plate two full. It's the Orioles 2 and the Jays nothing.
Westberg, Hayes, and Henderson due up. Top of the order.
On to the third inning. And now Jordan Westberg.
Jordan.
Rodriguez back to work. Right through there for a strike.
This will be Rodriguez' second time facing the lineup now.
And that one ripped to left.
Hit
Squeezes
right
it.
to
One
Vaso.
away.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Here
Now the left
comes
fielder,
Hayes.
Austin Hayes. Singled and scored his first time. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. One out, bases empty.
Hayes was an all-star last year.
Foul ball there.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Bounced
That's
up the
it.
middle.
Bichette
Bichette.
runs, gets it, and
First two
gets
batters
them out.
retired here in the top of the third.
Great hustle by Bo Bichette there defensively to get that out.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one
Gunnar
ripped.
Henderson will hit.
And George makes the grab.
Springer.
And that'll do it.
Scoops it to
Orioles
get the
held
out.
in check there, but they're on top 2-0.
John Falefa, Danny Jensen, and Kevin Kiermaier due up for the Jays.
Bottom of the
7, 8,
inning.
9.
Now it's the second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
John Falefa batting .303 right now.
The right-hander back to work. Swings through that one.
Swings a high one
Burns,
and
an
misses.
all-star a season ago. He throws a cutter, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. This one high
That's
in the air
hit
to
well,
left
but
center.
the left fielder is
He's
there,
got it.
right,
And there's one
gets
down.
it.
Batting eighth. The catcher.
An easy run there, running catch by the left fielder.
Now
to
it's
get the first
Jansen
out.
to hit.
Danny Jansen, he's had a pretty good season, up to 25 home runs, batting a .348 this season.
And that's in the dirt.
Sometimes pitchers work him backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. He almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start the at-bat.
Next offering is foul back.
Then swings at a high pitch and fouls out.
The Orioles leading by
1-1
2
count
here in
now.
the last half of the third.
Jansen
Swing and
hits
that
it
ball
deep,
smashed on a
but
line.
it's right to the
Kelsey
center fielder
pulls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
for the second out, I should
Batting
say.
ninth. The center fielder. Kevin.
2 outs, base is empty.
Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier getting ready to hit.
Kiermaier, done somewhat alright, done 23 runs this year. Kiermaier will hit
Liner,
it.
and that should be extra
That will
bases.
drop.
Makes
Center
the turn and heads
fielder
for second.
tumbles, and because of that,
And he
Kiermaier
starts his
will
afternoon off right
advance
with a
to
double.
second.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and
13th
it jumped
double
off
of
his
the
bat.
season.
Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
If it wasn't for that tumble, Kiermaier would have probably only got a single out of that.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
Kiermaier
Runner
runs,
breaks for third. Pitch misses in. McCann
and this
fires.
time
Stolen
a
base.
stolen base
Well, maybe he
is
thought he should have gone for
successful.
a triple instead of a
Kiermaier,
double, and just decided, I'm going to
22nd
take third
stolen
this way.
base of the
Definitely
year.
using his legs to his advantage right here.
Springer, of course, he tried to steal earlier, but got caught. Speaking of Springer, he's now up.
Righty delivers. In
Springer
the
hits
air
it
out to
deep.
center. Moving under it.
Shortstop, center
He's got
fielder,
it, and
right
that'll
there
end the
though.
inning.
To end the inning, so no
Blue
damage
Jays held
done
in
to
check.
Baltimore.
They trail it here 2-0.
We go to the fourth. Baltimore still up 2-0 over the Jays.
Back here at Rogers Center, on to the fourth. Leading off, Anthony Santander. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That clips the corner.
Santander was 1-4 in yesterday's game.
On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just passes the third base. and to get that
Well, a
single.
swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Mountcastle batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Santander gets his lead at first with nobody out.
That's
Slice
it
the
well.
other
That
way,
will be a
that's a base
base,
hit.
maybe two. Nope, just a base.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
And Baltimore
Fastball off the plate a
threatening
little bit,
yet
but a
again.
really nice job of
None
going
out.
with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Cowser
Fouled off. He was
flies
late.
that
A
out
lot of folks believed he
into
could
the
make an
fans.
early impact this year, and that's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence seems to be growing with every game he plays.
First and second, no outs. Here in the finale of this 4-game set.
Collins trying to keep things going for Baltimore here.
Swing and a fly
That's
ball
it
in
well.
the air out towards
Springer
right
goes
center
back.
field.
Gets
Springer
it.
there makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Now we'll see
And the
moving up
runner
to third
from
there
second
pays
will
off
advance
for him. He didn't have to
to
tag
third.
and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday.
Jackson Hall there.
Swings and misses. Strike one.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to
Trying
do
to
to him,
catch in
and
a
that's
run for
trying to get him to
Baltimore
hit the
here.
ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Bounced up the middle. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. As a run scores.
Protecting with
Chose
strikes
not to.
on him. And putting
Ends
the
up
ball
throwing
in
the
play
first, but
speaks
because
to
of the
cutting down the
delay,
strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
Baltimore will get both runners safe and get a run, another run in. Now it's 3-0 Baltimore. Miscommunication there, just took the out.
One down. James McCann, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swings through that one out in front that time. And strike two.
McCann is early on both pitches now.
And
That
that
will
one
fly
in the
up.
air center field. Kiermaier moving under it.
Kiermaier will run it
And makes the
down,
grab.
and the runners
And
will
it's 2
go
down.
back to their bases.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now the DH, Jorge Mateo. Bounce to the left side.
Bo will take the quick
They
out
get
at
the
second
force.
to end
That
the
ends
inning.
the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Orioles 3 and the Jays nothing.
Vlad Guerrero Jr. to start things off here in the bottom of the
Now in
fourth.
Toronto, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you.
And the
leading
1-2
off the bottom
joker.
of the 4th, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vlad hoping to turn things around for the Blue Jays. Currently on an 11-game hit winning streak.
Here comes a pitch.
As always,
Ground ball
Baltimore
left
is a
side,
tough
and he
team.
grabs it foul.
Baltimore has lost this series, 3 games out of the 4. Baltimore, of course, trying not to get
The 0-1 foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Burns is pitching a great game for Baltimore so far. Up to 22 pitches.
The pitch.
Jays
Lifted in the air, out to left.
Vlad Guerrero
That
will
gets down
get
for a
on
hit.
base.
And
Because
aboard
that's
on the
dropped in
leadoff
front of the left fielder. Jays once again have another base runner.
And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette, hoping to keep things going. He hits it,
Swings
just
and lines
past
a
the
base
third
hit into
baseman,
left
and
field. Throws to second.
now
Not
the
in
Jays
time. He's safe.
have men on first and second, and that was a close play at
Up to
second.
the plate, it's Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 1.
Brandon Belt, one swing of the
There's a
bat,
strike.
and we could have a tie game. As you know, Brandon Belt is currently the home run leader of the league with 32 home
Guerrero,
runs.
the lead
this
runner out
season.
at second. Bichette at first with no outs.
So Baltimore
Pickoff
Burns
throw.
has to be
Guerrero
very
back in on
careful.
a dive.
Tries to get Vlad on second, but Vlad is safe.
Kicks and fires. Swings
Burns
and
swings
chases a
early
low
and
one.
misses.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off
Like to
pitches
say,
down in the zone.
Brandon
Right
Belt,
there,
not
swinging at
Burns.
that pitch, that's a no-no.
And the righty deals.
Oh, wild pitch, and that will
In there, safely.
advance the runners, and that takes away the double play.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men into scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation. on the mound.
Unfortunate by Burns there to throw that wild pitch. Could that wild pitch be a factor as this game
That one
continues?
lifted to left.
Burns will score both runs.
A second scores as well, and it's a one-run game.
2 RBIs by Burns on that beautiful single to the left
And
field
that knocks
side.
his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah,
Oh.
and on a nice
Burns on a
trajectory,
10-game
average
hit
going
streak.
up,
Did not know that.
OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Justin
Here's Justin
Turner.
Turner. 0 for 1 with a fly out to
Rafael
center.
Devers was originally scheduled to come in, but Turner,
And there's a ball.
before the lineup was officially put in, was switched in to play today. He's currently 0-1.
Swinging a foul over the
Fouls
screen
that
and
back.
out of play.
Fan will get a
The
souvenir out of
Orioles
that.
up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. To third.
A hit down past the third baseline, and the
Throw
Jays
back in quickly.
are
First and
keeping
second
things
now with
going
nobody out.
here.
Well, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield.
So,
Just
no
kinda
out.
rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes
Just
those
past
can
the
find a hole
third
and get you a knock.
baseline. Well hit by Justin Turner there.
First and
Man on
second.
Brandon
no
Belt
outs.
on
Here's
second,
the left fielder,
Justin Turner on
Dalton
first,
Varsho.
and
He's
here's
0 for
Dalton
1.
Varsho.
And that's in there for
Varsho.
strike 1.
Doesn't swing, but it's called a strike, even though it looked like it was outside the zone, but they call it a strike anyway.
First and second here, no outs.
Burns the extra swing since the last pitch was called a strike.
The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Burns trying to get a big out here in Dalton Varsho. Varsho trying to keep things going and
And the
possibly
0-2.
get the
Missed
Jays back
inside
in
with
this
the
game.
curve.
Jays are only down by 1 run here now. Counts 1 ball, 3 strikes. Belt on second.
Right back to the mound. Could be
There's
an easy
going to be a
2.
double play,
Two away.
even though Belt does advance to
Well, that's what you
third.
hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody
So a
out. Somehow get a ground ball.
1-6-3
Got it
double
right there.
play.
Nice double play by the infield.
Well played by the pitcher. Pitcher is the second to the shortstop. Shortstop to
Isaiah Kiner
first
for
to
left
get
up
the
to
out.
the plate. Fly to left his first time.
Tom Faleffa, 1 crack at the back to tie this game.
He swings
hits
and
it
hits a
deep,
fly ball. Center
but
field.
unfortunately
Kelsey
it-
under this one.
Hanging too
got
high
it,
and
and that
dropped
will end the
right
inning.
into the center
They
field
put 2 on
glove.
the board, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Orioles 3 and the Blue Jays 2.
But the Jays do get a couple runs to cut the lead down
And
to
we're
1
back.
now.
We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Westberg, so this will be the third time through the lineup now for Rodriguez.
And there's a foul ball. Westberg, 25 years old, and he was a
Westberg with
second-round pick
0-4 with
in
3
2020.
strikeouts
You know,
in
these
yesterday's
Orioles,
game.
simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've
Currently
hit 7 line
0-2
drives
today.
already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And he
Hit
takes
right
it
to
himself for the
Vlad.
out.
Vlad will keep it and touch the bag for the first out.
And next
So
for the
here we
Orioles,
are, top of the
Austin
fifth.
Hayes.
Baltimore's
1
up
for 2.
3-2. Austin Hayes is 1 for 2 today.
Line,
That
and
will
that's a
drop
base
in
hit.
front of Springer. Springer will throw it in.
So a man aboard now with 1 away.
But Vlad wasn't on the bag, so they didn't attempt
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
to get him out.
First
Henderson.
pitch misses.
He's 1 for 2 today. Henderson, I believe,
that one
has
clips the
13
corner.
home runs this season, which leads Baltimore's home run.
At the belt and fires. Fouled
What's
off
that?
left side.
Henderson
Hayes
now
leads off first
facing
with
a
1
1-2
away.
count.
Now this is in the
That
air
will
down the line.
fly
Marshall
out
after
to
it.
Marshall.
Brings it
Marshall
in.
gets it,
2 away down.
and Hayes will go back to first.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony
2 gone now.
Santander.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Thunder there, close to 120 home runs. Currently at 118 in his career. Thunder's had a really good game. He's 2 for 2 today.
He goes down looking,
Just as I say that, he gets caught looking,
and the Orioles
just
lead
strike
1.
out.
And it remains a
End the
3-2
inning.
ball game.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. Can the Jays keep things going? They are only down by
And
1
welcome
run.
back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Danny Jansen.
Jansen, he's been hitting great lately. Has been hitting a few home runs in the past few games.
Pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had
4.0
time
on
to.
the ward.
With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the 1-0.
That's it. Shortstop will make the
handled
play.
it short. Fires
And
across
gets the
the
out.
diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Here's Kiermaier now. Doubled his first time up.
Kiermaier, 1 for 1 today.
Popped
Oh,
up, foul
popped
territory
that
behind
up
the
to the
plate.
catcher. And
2
James
down.
McCann is right there to scoop it for the second out. So Burns still pitching a pretty good game, regardless of
Back
the
to the top of the
score.
lineup. Here's George Springer.
Back, as John said, back at the top of the lineup. Springer is currently 1 for 2 today.
On the ground to third.
Foul
And he grabs
shot.
it in foul ground.
He has 12,600
2 outs. And a
1,267
pop
hits.
up right side, foul territory.
Well, popped up to the first
And that ends the
baseman
inning.
to end the inning. So at the end
Nothing
of
across here
5,
this half. We're through
Baltimore's
5. It's the
3-2.
Orioles 3 and the Blue Jays 2.
thanks, John. That's what I
Back
just
here at
said.
Rogers Center, and the batter now, Ryan Mountcastle. And the pitch.
Mountcastle.
That one fouled off.
He's had spent his entire career with Baltimore, 5 years and still going.
Next offering in
He
there
is
for a
1 for
strike.
2
And it's
today.
0-2.
Another 0-2 count
I
right
believe
here.
he
Pitcher
has
just in
12
the
home
driver's
runs this
seat. He
season.
can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Strikeout
Swing
there,
and a
though.
miss, struck him out.
We'll take a
That
look
will
at the
be
three-pitch sequence
Rodriguez's
here.
seventh
Pretty simple
strikeout.
in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be
chase
trying to
the last
protect and
one
battle.
outside
Right
the
there,
zone.
clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So digging in, Colton Cowser.
Cowser,
First pitch doesn't find the
he's
zone.
kind of been quiet today. He's 0-2. He struck out and flied out so far.
Base is
in
empty,
this
one
game.
away, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
Rodriguez
Hard hit, left field, base hit.
gives up another hit. And Cowser will be on the base for the first time today.
Pitch is in the dirt, ball one.
That pitch looks like it almost got away from Rodriguez there. One out here. The former first round draft picker
One on.
is 1 for 2 today.
And a strike on the outside edge.
The count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes with the man on first, 1 out. Baltimore's up 3-2 over the Blue Jays here.
And that one
That's hit well back to the wall and
That's
gone.
His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always
What
such
a
a
great
special
feeling
moment.
for
You know this
Jackson
is one of the
Holiday.
biggest thrills
Not
of
only
his
does
life.
he
He's
give
gotta
his
be floating
team
around the
the
bases right now.
3-run
Yeah,
lead
he'll remember
again,
every
he gets
detail
his
of that
first
at-bat for
home
years,
run
as he should.
in
It's
his
a true
career.
once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so
And
many
against
times
a
when young
rival
players
at that.
might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays
Baltimore's
through the ball,
faithful
gets the
finally
loft, and gets the
acknowledging
home run.
Jackson Holiday for his first home run, first
James
major league
McCann
home
in
run
now.
in his career.
That one finds the zone, 0-1.
Rodriguez up to about 71 pitches now.
Here's a swing and a drive
And
left
Rodriguez
field,
has
and
given
he
up
knew it.
another home run. This one is off the bat of James
They go back to
McCann.
back. Third home
His
run of the season, and they add a
Third
run.
home run
It's 6-2.
of the year.
And
And
that
now
shot makes their
Baltimore
grip on
has
the
a
lead
commanding
even tighter.
4-run lead.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is
And as
fired
we
up right now,
expected,
Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really
Here
start to
comes
notice
the
hitters in a lineup
bullpen,
feeding off
and
each
Eric
other, and the
Swanson
collective
is
confidence just
warming up.
continues to grow.
So now the DH spot, Jorge Mateo. There's the strike. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the finale of this 4-game set.
Oh, no. Oh, nope. That's foul. For a second, I thought it was going to be the 3rd home run in a row for Baltimore.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. In the
Oh,
air,
that's
fairly
hit
deep to
deep.
right field.
But it looks like the
And
shot
George
short.
makes the
It
grab,
does.
and there are 2 outs.
Springer's there to get the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
But
Jordan.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Now at the
2
plate,
major
Jordan
home
Westburg.
runs in this inning for Baltimore, who now has a commanding 4-run lead over the
Flips
Blue
the corner.
Jays.
Strike one.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
2 down, nobody on.
That's
Ripped on
it
a
well. Varsho running and
Varsho
does
puts it in on the
run it down to
run.
get it
But
to
2
end
round
the
trippers
inning
in this inning,
and
the
end the
long ball
bleeding.
was working. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
I'm pretty sure that will be it for Rodriguez.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Timeout asked for and
called
given at
time.
the plate now.
We look at the bullpen there. And Swanson is still warming up.
Burns back to work.
And for the third game in a row, Vlad Guerrero has hit a home run. His 22nd of the year.
That's his 5th homer of the series. And they cut into the lead. It's 6-3. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Oh, 4 straight games. There we go. Now we know how many home runs Vlad Guerrero has hit in a row.
Right now, he can't miss.
5 home runs in this series, as John had said.
That one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw
it was
the
off the
on
bat.
of the jerseys of the outfielders,
Everybody
which is
knew
usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
417 feet, just over the center field wall there.
So up next for Toronto, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette now up. He will have that, but the shortstop runs in the outfield to get it.
There's one away.
Burns still pitching.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Brandon Bell. He's been a great free agent sign.
Brandon Bell has definitely been a great free agent
Big
sign.
swing and a miss.
He currently leads the league at home runs with 32.
Get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And it's fouled away. And he deals.
That's it.
Line drive caught.
But,
nothing you can do about those as a hitter, even though you know that. They
second
still
baseman
drive you
just
absolutely
shoots it in
crazy.
time to get the out.
2 outs, base is empty. Justin Turner digs in now.
Justin Turner is currently 1 for 2 today.
And that one fouled off.
Fouls the first one off. Nice to see his average and stretch.
Two outs. In
He
the air to
will
left
fly
center.
out
Hayes has it sized up.
to Hayes in
Makes
the
the
left field
grab,
position.
and the inning is over. The Jays get one back on this homer. It's now 6-3.
Once again, we look at Vlad Guerrero's 22nd home run of the season to cut the lead down to 3.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Swanson. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Now the left fielder, Austin Hayes. And a pitch. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through
Hayes
that, and it's a
strikes out
strikeout.
there for
And
the
one
first
out now.
victim
He's
for
locked in
Eric
at the plate when
Swanson.
he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Henderson, batting with one down, takes a strike. Foul
That's
ball.
But outside the playing zone.
Base is empty, one away.
Into the
You're in the
fans.
top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss, and 2 away now.
Swanson
Very
has struck
strong
out
coming
the
out of the
first
pen
2
so far
batters.
as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 down, nobody on. Knocks it down.
Bo gets
No
it,
play,
but
that's an
doesn't
infield
get
single.
the first in time, so the inning continues.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Santander off of first with 2 away. Line,
And the
and
hitting
that's a base hit.
continues.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second.
But Springer
2
quickly
on
gets it
now
in, so
with
it's
2
only
away.
one
Back-to-back
base
singles.
advance.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe
Oh,
at first
could
as
not
they can't
get
make
the
the
ball as it goes off his glove. And now
Well,
the
I can
bases
understand
are
the
loaded.
defense right there trying to cut off that lead runner at third, but a good jump and an excellent finish for the base runner to get in there safely.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Chad Green now warming up after the talk. Just Pete Walker there. To
And immediately
Swanson.
pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Swanson
Well, I
trying
guarantee
to
you,
get
after that
out of
last
this
visit from
inning
the
without
pitching
giving
coach, all
any
he
more
did was
damage.
remind his pitcher, focus on this hitter and nothing else.
Bases are loaded. 2 outs
2
here.
outs. Foul ball still 0-2.
Johnson originally started striking out the first 2 batters before the next 3 got on base.
Back foot slider struck him out.
He will technically
Orioles
strike
leave
all
it
3 batters
as
out,
they're unable to add to their
even though he
6-3
gave
lead.
up 3 hits in this inning. He goes at the bottom of the 7th. Jays down
Back
by
now
3.
in Toronto, bottom of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
Marshall 0-2 today. Burns coming into
And
the
here
7th
comes.
inning.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of putting the ball
He's up
into
to
play,
50
and
pitches
that makes
there,
things
Burns
more
is.
challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Yeah, but
And a
they're
pitch.
not getting the run.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Yeah, Chris. They are getting a hit per inning, but like I said, unfortunately, they're not getting enough runs.
0-2 now. Hard hit, right side. Takes it himself, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
First
All those
baseman
numbers
makes it
mean
look
this
easy.
offense is really making the defense work by just
Now
putting the ball
Castro.
into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Playing a good
Isaiah
game defensively.
Kiner-Falefa will hit next.
Kiner-Falefa currently 0-2.
Swings through that one
Swings
for strike 1.
late and misses.
Swung on, popped up.
And that's
offside.
popped up
Holiday.
to
As this one
Holiday.
sized up, 2 up, 2 down.
Holiday, of course, had hit his first career home run in today's game
Danny Jansen to hit here.
to help with the Baltimore lead. Danny Jansen, also quiet today.
And
Fouls
first
that
offering
off.
is fouled off.
Jansen hitting about 304 overall against right-handed pitchers. Now
No,
it's
there's a pitch we haven't
2
seen
outs
in a while.
with
It's going to
an
be tough on the
0-2
hitters
count.
if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Burns still pitching a gem of a game here.
0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Jansen just got a piece of that to keep himself alive at the plate.
The 0-2. Puts it in
Jansen
the
will
air
hit
out
it,
towards
but
left center.
oh,
That one
it
gets
dropped.
down for a hit. So a
And the
two-out knock
Jays are
keeps the
still
inning
alive here in the 7th inning.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play.
Oh, gets dirty. To his knee, the throw.
But thanks
first,
to
and he
Kevin
beats it. Everyone's
Kiermaier, he is
Wow,
safe.
he did everything he could on that play with the throw
Baltimore
from his knee.
almost
but the hustle down
got
the line was enough
Kiermaier
to
out.
earn the infield
You
knock.
see
And
here,
that's a
the
great
shortstop
baseball
makes a
play all the
great
way
diving
around.
play, gets the ball, throws it, but Kiermaier is ahead
Brandon
by
Hyde
a
out of the
step.
dugout now, and he's ready to
And
make a
that will
move to
be
the
it for
bullpen.
Burns.
That's it for Corbin Burns, and the line not closed on him
But
yet as he's responsible
Baltimore
for the runners
fans
on base.
gotta
Back with a new
be
pitcher after
pretty
this.
happy with Burns as he's only given up 3 earned runs. He is, of course, responsible for the runner on
New
first
arm
and
out of the
second now.
bullpen, Ryan Baker.
Big swing and miss stuff right here.
Brian
Boog.
Baker
Averaging more than
coming
one
in
strikeout per
in a
inning
big
this season.
situation
So
here.
far, he's been pretty electric.
Tying run is at the plate. Baker, of course, is
And the batter is George
ERA
Springer.
is a
1 for 3.
4.74. George Springer currently 1 for
fouled
3
off.
today. He is 2 for 11 in this series. So Baltimore has kind of owned him in this series.
The tying run at the plate. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Fouled off. Now, 2 outs. Man on first and second. 0-2 count. Here we go.
Righty to the plate. Swings
Baker.
through it, and that's a strikeout.
Gets Baltimore out of the jam.
A lot of
And
adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes
with
you just gotta
that,
let it
at
out.
the end
That's
of
an outstanding
7
job
innings,
of taking that,
it's the
executing,
Baltimore Orioles
and getting out of a
6,
tough inning.
the Toronto Blue Jays 3.
We go to the 8th. Now the Orioles catcher, James McCann.
McCann, last time up, hit a
Right-hander
solo
back
shot
to
home
work.
run.
And that one is lifted in the air. Springer
He
on the
will
move.
fly out
Pulls
to
it down,
Springer.
and he makes the catch. And there's
Watson.
one down. And next is the
Pitching
designated
into the
hitter,
8th inning
Jorge
here
Mateo.
now.
A swing and a miss, and that's
Ty
strike
Green
1.
is still
Swanson
warming up.
goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a splitter, a 4-seamer, and he works in a slider.
Mateo
Swings over the
will
splitter for
strike
strike
out.
3.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement.
And
I mean,
we'll
that
drop
thing
to
tumbles
0-4
out of his
now.
hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
On the ground to third.
Hit right to Turner, Turner to
Fires over to
first.
Guerrero.
And now we're in the
is
inning.
the inning.
We
3
go
up,
to the
3 down
bottom
for
of
the
the
Orioles,
8th.
but they
He's
still
down
lead
by
at 6-3.
3. Vlad Guerrero. First man up in the bottom
Ready
of
for
the
the
8th.
bottom of the 8th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vlad
Well,
hit
it's
a home
critical right here
single
that
shot
they bear
home
down
run
and
last
turn in some
time he was
quality
up.
at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And a foul ball.
Vlad ended up hitting 2 home runs in yesterday's game. He's got 5 in this series.
Here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the
Gets them to
bullpen for
chase.
Baltimore. Felix Bautista is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Cologne, a left-hander, also throwing.
Baker so far pitching a pretty good
Pitch.
game since coming in for relief.
Out towards left center.
Vlad hits
Hayes
it
reaching
deep though.
got
And
it.
caught
Put
at the
one down.
warning
Well,
track.
those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Bichette now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Bichette is 2 for 6 with 1 home run in his favor against
The pitch.
Baker.
And a foul ball.
Baker up to his 9th pitch here.
This one smoked out to
That's
left.
hit well, but it's right to the
Hayes
left
pulls that
fielder
one
in
down.
Hayes.
And a couple of quick outs.
And there's 2 quick outs now.
Danny Coulombe will take over here.
And the pitcher, the manager has selected to change it for Danny Cologne.
Brandon
So
Bell
it'll
next up for
be
the Blue
Brandon
Jays.
Bell, lefty versus lefty matchup. And Here comes the manager, and the Jays will counter with
So now pitch hitter for the Blue
Joey
Jays.
Votto, the
Joey
right-hander.
Votto trying to get something going for him with 2 away.
Oh, Christian.
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time.
34,990 people watching.
So now a pinch hitter, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. looking for a 2-out
Manager
spark with
made
the
a
bases
mistake,
empty.
so because of that,
Gurriel gets a piece.
Joey Votto will be done for the day, as well as Brandon Belt. Mistakes there in the managing department.
Way out front for strike 2.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right
Baltimore's
here.
on
On
their
your
third
toes, ready to
pitcher
make
here.
a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That's hit well
Nice
over
down
the
the line. This looks like extra bases.
third baseman.
Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and he'll pull into second safely.
And Gurriel
Man, he
Jr.
just
lifts
absolutely
it and gets a
turned on
double,
that one.
his
Ripped it down the
14th of the
line.
year.
Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Jays trying to do a comeback here to keep their 11-game winning streak alive.
So now Turner in on that right side.
Justin Turner has cut the lead down to 1. As Turner ends up
They
hitting
must be going
his
crazy in the dugout. Home run number 10 on the year.
10.
And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-5. They needed
and the
that one
Jays
singing.
are
Indeed,
one
they did. They've been
run
fighting to get
away
back into
from
this game,
tying
and
this
just like that, they're
game.
back in it. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
380 feet is the distance for that home run, and the Jays are now down by a
So
run.
2 away with nobody on. Dalton Varsho now at the plate. So
Here
they're
comes
making a move
Davis
for a
Snyder
bat off the
now.
bench. Number 36.
Snyder has
And he would
11
be the
home
tying
runs
run
this
move, so
season.
we may see him try to
Currently
launch
batting
one if he
at
gets a good pitch to handle.
329 will come in for Danny Varsho. But he hits it right to second. Second makes a great play. Oh! And
this ball is going to wind up out of play.
a
This
rush
is
throw,
unfortunate
and
because it
now
looked like it was going to be an
Davis
awesome
Snyder
play,
is
something we
in
see on the
scoring
highlights tonight and
position.
tomorrow. But you have to applaud the
It
effort
looked like
on the
it was
stop,
going to be a
and
great
if you don't
play,
take care of the
but he
throw,
threw
it
it
goes from a raw
high
moment to
and
one you regret really
outside
quick.
the park.
And next for Toronto, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And that one
Kiner
fouled off.
Falefa, he's 0-3 today. A big hit would probably tie this. A base hit would probably tie this game. Snyder takes the lead on second. It's a hit, but the shortstop is there, and
The throw to
no
first.
air throw this
And that'll
time,
keep more runs
as
from
it's
coming
right
in,
on
inning
target
over.
for the out.
But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
And we go to the
So
ninth
remaining in the game
inning.
defensively, number 36. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter.
And here comes
Well,
Chad
home run.
Green.
Chad Green ready to go.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Chad Green, of course. Currently, ERA is a 2.45. We'll try to keep this a one-run game for the Jays to have a shot in the bottom of the ninth. To try to keep that 11-game hit winning streak alive.
Fought off foul.
Hayes has done somewhat all right today against the Blue Jays. He is 2 for 4.
And a pitch. On the ground, right side.
Hits it right to
Kiner-Falefa.
Kiner Falefa.
And the
Falefa will
leadoff man
throw it.
retired here in the ninth.
to first for the first out.
The batter, number 2.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit.
Gunnar Henderson has only gone base one time today. Out of his 4
Swings and
plates
fouls one
appearance.
off.
Fouls that off. Now it's an 0-2 count to Henderson.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the
Green gets a
curveball.
strikeout.
Classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And the San Jose there is currently 3 for 4 today.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
That's it well, but it looks like it's going to die right into George Springer's glove, and it does. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Jays down by 1. Danny Jensen, Kevin Kiermaier, and George Springer so far scheduled up. We will expect the closer.
Now as they hand the
And
ball
here
to a
comes
fresh arm to
Felix
start the bottom of the ninth.
Bautista.
Now this is an
Looking for
extremely
his
confident
ninth
pitcher. He loves the
save
pressure.
for
Actually
Baltimore,
likes a one-run
and
game
also
better than a
looking
comfortable
to
three-run
not
save
get
opportunity
swept
because that's
in
when he
the
pitches his
series
best.
against Toronto.
Here's the Toronto catcher.
Is
Danny
now on the
Jansen.
mound. Danny
Sometimes you're
Jansen
looking
is
for
1
a
for
guy
3.
to get that tie and run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
The pitch. Swing and a
Swings
miss.
and misses.
And it's 0-1.
Seems to have wild outside pitch there.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitch misses.
Doesn't get him to chase
and it's
there.
1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Swings early and misses.
Fights it off. You'll see
Fouls
another.
that. Keeps him alive at the plate. Danny Jansen has had 25 home runs this season.
Got him swinging for the K.
And he gets
Some
him to
high
chase
cheese
one
for
outside the
strike three.
zone.
I see it more commonly in the
And
sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball
Felix
blown right by
Bautista
someone is
and the
still pretty
Baltimore
awesome
Orioles
to
are now
witness.
2 outs
I mean, you got to
away
be geared up and ready to swing
to
it when a guy
avoid
like this
the
comes out
sweep.
of the bullpen because
and the
that
end of the
fastball,
Jays'
it
11
eats,
game
and
hit
if you're
streak.
not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Here's
Two
Kevin
outs away.
Kiermaier.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier.
Kiermaier
This
swings,
one checked to
fouls
the
that
ground,
off.
but
If that
foul.
was hit in field, it would have been a sure out for Kiermaier.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. We're in the last half of the ninth inning.
Jays would love to get Kiermaier on base, especially currently with 22 stolen bases.
Ball one there.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. He
Bautista
just tried to
throws one
overthrow
away.
the pitch.
One down, base is empty. Pitch misses.
Outside the zone again. Now the count is 2-2 here. 1 out. Jays down by 1.
In the air to left, down the line.
Pitches
Hayes
it.
has it sized up.
And he's gotten Kevin
Makes the
Kiermaier
grab,
to
and there's
fly
2
out
balls.
to the left fielder, and now Baltimore is 1 out away
The right fielder,
to avoid the sweep. The
Joe.
complete
So it's their
sweep.
last chance in this one. And now the right fielder, George Springer. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Rafael Devers. And
Rafael
this is a
Devers
big
comes
at-bat this
in.
ball game.
Devers has 15 home runs, currently batting .391. They're trying to do a matchup play here.
And Devers hits that
Devers
one.
hits it deep, but is right
And
to the
he's
center
got it.
fielder,
Ball game.
and the
And
Baltimore
Orioles avoid
Orioles.
the sweep. They take the finale of this 4-game series.
Well, this was a tightly played game.
And
Got a little of
11 game
everything.
hit
Some
streak.
timely hitting, runs on the
11 game
board,
winning
key
streak,
pitching
I
and
should
defense
say.
in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And Rodriguez will get his first loss as a Blue Jay. Colin Burns will improve his record to 6-2, while Felix Bautista will get his 9th save. As we once again look at Jackson Holliday's very first Major League home run. Right after that, Jackson Holliday, James McCann hits back-to-back home runs with that one. Vlad, of course, hit his 5th home run in the series against Baltimore. 22 now for him. Turner would cut the lead down to 1 with a 2-shot home run there. His 10th of the year. But in the end, those 6 runs to be too much for the Blue Jays as they end up losing the game and ending their 11-game win streak. And Baltimore avoids the sweep by the Jays with the win. Notables for the Blue Jays was, of course, Justin Turner. Like I said, he was 2 for 4. Got 2 RBIs out of his 10th home run now. Vlad, he goes 2 for 4. Gets an RBI and his 22nd home run of the season. Kiermaier, he goes 2 for 4 with a double today. Luis Gurriel comes in as a pitch hitter and gets a double today. The Novos 0 for Baltimore. We got Callister, he goes 2 for 4 with a run. James McCann goes 1 for 4, gets an RBI and gets his 3rd home run of the season. Anthony Sandan there, Sandan, probably saying his name wrong, Iowa, he goes 3 for 5 with a double and 2 RBIs. And then today's player of the game goes to Jackson Holliday, and why not? He goes 2 for 4 with a 3-shot RBI home run, which turns out to be his first home run of his career to help assure Baltimore with the lead. In the end, Colton Burns will get the win, pitching 6 2/3 innings, giving up 9 hits, only got 1 strikeout, but he only managed to give up 3 earned runs. But Rodriguez pitched 6 innings, gave up 10 hits, managed 7 strikeouts, but gave up 6 earned runs. Felix, of course, Bautista will get his 9th save of the year for himself. And once again, the Baltimore Orioles avoid the sweep and then the Jays' 11-game winning streak to win this one 6-5 over the Toronto Blue Jays. This has been an episode from Joker's Rush Gaming. I have been your graceful host, the one true Joker. I thank John and Chris for help call the action between these 2 AL East clubs. And we'll see you next time on MLB The Show 24 with more Blue Jays baseball. Until then, this is the one true Joker officially signing out.